Hello, Taverners! We're back with episode 20! Oh my gosh. 20.
That's 10
that's
times 2.
That's 10. That's
crazy.
20 episodes. This bar has been running for... Technically, it's actually been longer than 20. Like, we just never had the name Tavern Talks until... Like,
it's true, it wasn't really official YouTube stuff until like a fair bit ago, was it?
Yeah. There's actually on the Patreon, there's actually all these old podcast episodes that weren't like Tavern Talks. I don't remember what...
They're ancient.
They're just called like Dionysus Podcast or whatever.
Yeah. No thumbnails, a budget wallpaper, the most budget shit you could ever think of, to be honest. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So... Yeah, shall we crack on? Alright, with the video game news.
I've got nothing. I've been too busy.
I've got stuff. Alright, let's start with some sad stuff and then we'll work to some good stuff.
Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough. We'll do it like that.
So, to start with, Sony has just had, recently, Sony killed off Bluepoint Studios.
So much for that Bloodborne remaster. I mean, there's apparently, according to the whole Bloodborne remaster, From Software actually didn't.
Yeah, From Software didn't want it. Yeah.
And honestly, not gonna lie, I'm not too fussed about this news because one, that is their shit, and Bloodborne is Bloodborne. I know there's been a little bit of uproar between, what is the best way to play Demon Souls, whether you want it on PS3 or Bluepoint's version, which are both good versions in their own right from what I've heard. But the purists say that obviously the original PS3 is the better one. Remastering Bloodborne is definitely a tall order because, like with Demon Souls, it does sometimes completely change the vibe when you remaster a thing.
Of course,
it can be very hard to recapture the essence of what makes the atmosphere of Bloodborne, especially because that's a very atmospheric game, as accurate and as on point as it was before. But this brings me on to my next news. Which actually...
Well, I just want to say, though, it does kind of suck that 70 people...
We'll talk about that, we'll talk on the next thing later, but it has got to do with what I'm talking about now. Sorry, it's 7:30 in the morning, so it's hard for me to sort of keep all my thoughts in check. I got my coffee right now.
You drink your coffee. I just think it kind of sucks that, like, Sony just, like, killed one of their, like, biggest porting studios. Not porting, but, like... They're not a porting studio. They're like a remaster. They did the
remaster studio.
They did the Shadow of the Colossus one. And they did what else did they do? They did like some other stuff as well. And I just think it's like I thought they were gonna be around for a long time, considering Sony bought them. Like
they did Demon Souls.
They bought them and then they killed them.
Yeah, they literally bought them only to kill them. Yeah,
after Shadow of the Colossus. Oh, and they made them work on that. The reason why they got shut down is because they were working on like some sort of like open world. Was it open world Spider-Man game? Something like that, or an open world like a live service game. And
the God of War stuff.
Was it the God of War? I think they were working on.
They were doing a live service God of War.
Oh right, project. They were doing, and then Sony like canned it, didn't they? So then they didn't have anything. Right. And they'd spent all their money on this project, so Sony were like, well, guess you're closing down now.
Oh shit, yeah, time to sweep all of our mismanagement under the rug.
Yeah.
See you later.
And the thing that made me laugh is, like, the reason they bought, like, if you go back to their, like, they had, like, a reason thing why they bought Bluepoint Studios. Bluepoint Studios were never, Bluepoint Studios were never actually good at doing live servive, like, character customization, like, sort of thing. I was like, why did you buy this studio for that? No.
They're like, they've literally, like, done remasters of bigger epic story games, and you're like, let's make these guys do a fucking online live service of God of War.
Where none of their skill sets are, like, so it's so silly.
You'd think they would be the ones to work on the remasters of God of War trilogy, which got announced after, but no.
Yeah. It's just, they could have been working on the God of War trilogy, right? That's what they probably would have done.
That's just Santa Monica doing it.
Yeah, Santa Monica are doing it themselves as well.
So fucking stupid, man.
So yeah, that sucks.
Sony have just been neglectful.
They just hate their IP. I'm sorry, they hate their IP. Crazy. Astrobot was a cry for help, and it didn't work. It didn't show him the light.
Completely ignored.
Yeah.
It's a shame because Sony had a lot back in the day.
They had so many good IPs. If they just held on to them, they could have been like Nintendo.
Yeah, they hopefully might be with other news involving them, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt because their track record has been pretty shit recently, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they're now making sure that none of the exclusives are being put on PC.
Oh yeah, that was the other bit of news by them.
I buy Bloodborne port, which is the one thing I really wanted. That was like, I didn't really give a shit about Bloodborne 2 or remaster, but what I really wanted was a port. Because holy shit, does that game need a port? It's stuck on that fucking magic box at 30 frames per second without mods, and to get it going at a higher frame rate and a higher graphic fidelity and mods, you have to hack the fuck out of your magic box, which is risky as shit. It's not like a 3DS.
No.
And I get why they're doing it. I really do. Because obviously they want more brownie points, so they want more incentive to get the PlayStation like products and shit.
Yeah, of course, because it works.
It gives me. It makes my fingers tightly crossed. My silver line is that it means that we'll get more cool exclusives to give people more incentives to buy a PlayStation. However, with prices as they are, and with how bad things are at the moment, it's going to be very difficult to get good faith back, and also to get people on that shit.
And also, like, you kind of opened the... Like, it's gonna be hard to close that lid. Like, you put some of your games on Steam now. It's gonna be very hard for people to be like, well, you can't.
It's gonna take a while because they've got Spider-Man, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Stellar Blade. There's loads of like big Sony exclusives that are on PC.
Horizon as well. Their biggest
Horizon too.
Like it's like
and Last of Us.
It's like they followed Xbox, like because Xbox put all their stuff on PC, didn't they? And like other consoles, and then they were like, "Hey, we're losing money. This is not good." People aren't buying our console. Why? And then they just looked at Nintendo like, those guys are actually gaining money. What's happening here? They don't have that stuff on PC.
No, on PC. It's...
It was like do you know what though? It's like the obvious thing though. Exclusives sell consoles. And much of people think exclusivity does not sell a system. It does. Exclusivity is kind of the reason people buy the systems.
My Nintendo shows that it does work because they've not given any leeway.
No,
they've kept all their shit on their stuff and their products.
Exactly, because it sells the system. Why would I buy a PlayStation 5 if I had a really good PC already? I could know that your PlayStation 5 games are going to come to the PC. Like,
you got better longevity, parts are getting kind of expensive now. That's another can of worms.
Exactly.
Fucking things that have been implemented.
That might be also a reason that they kind of like maybe let's not port our stuff to PC anymore. Well,
maybe, yeah. There are pros and cons to this for sure.
Yeah.
But there's not really a lot of like faith. There's a lot of damage has kind of already been done. Yeah. Which is what we've been talking about.
See, I didn't even invest in. I wanted a PlayStation 5. But then I was like, Square Enix have just said that they want to go third party and not like have Final Fantasy 7 be tied to PlayStation anymore, or the Final Fantasy brand, or any of their brands tied to PlayStation. And now look at it, the Switch is gonna get Rebirth. I'm like, wait, hey.
Now there's no point to get anything.
No, that was literally my one reason. I was debating getting a PlayStation 5 for the longest time, and then I was like, but Rebirth is gonna go to Switch now.
Yeah. No, the reason I got a PS5 is literally so I can make better videos on YouTube, especially with and also because I wasn't paying rent.
Yeah. So at the time it was good, but like you probably won't be getting a PS6, will you? It's gonna be a very long.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard sell.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very hard sell.
They're gonna need something big to get me on the PS6.
Oh no, man.
That shit's gonna be expensive. You know it's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be super expensive.
And plus, graphics are really pushed to the brink.
Look, honestly, right?
So
we'll get on to the top. We'll get on to the topic of
get?
graphics soon because it actually is relevant to this bit of news as well. But before we get on to that, before we go on to that bit of news.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the other one, the elephant in the room, Xbox, because Phil Spencer is now gone and replaced.
Oh god, Xbox, man, Microsoft, God, what is happening over there? It's just one thing after another.
Oh, mate, it is kind of sad though. Like, I mean, I know he did a lot. Look, people liked him because of his personality. He did a lot of damage to the Xbox brand, though. Like, as much as people loved Phil Spencer. Like, you can't deny like where they are now is kind of in the gutter. Like, they're not really a console anymore in my hands. They're more like a service now at this point. They're like, Xbox is like what they wanted Xbox to be everywhere. They wanted to bow out of the console race, and they kind of are. But they've announced like a new console called Project Halo, but it's not really a console, it's more like a souped up PC. They said it would like, it's like a PC console like thing. And I can't remember the new woman that's taken over, but she's got influence in, I don't remember her name, Asheen. I think I'm not saying that right. Asheen. She's got influence. She comes from the AI sector.
Yep.
Of Microsoft, which is like
that combined with what's his name? Is it Satya? The CEO?
Yeah. He said that they're sunset. He said they're quietly sunsetting Xbox. Is what he thinks.
This is it's the new equilibrium of human nature. I quote.
He said they're quietly sunsetting their games division of Xbox. That's that of Microsoft. That's what he said. But like, it might not be true.
He also turned into a big baby and was like, "Stop calling AI slop!
Oh yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Leave us alone." Which obviously made people double down, and now we got the term micro slop, which exists.
Oh god, micro slop.
And fuck me, it's not looking good over there, mate.
It's
all
not.
these big people who are re-advocating
It's bad
for
though,
AI.
because like
it's.
Like, honestly, is this the end of, like, the big three? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if Xbox goes, like, we had Sega go. If Xbox go, who steps in? Like, is there going to be another one stepping in? Is it just going to be Sony and Nintendo?
I don't know. Something's going to happen with Microsoft, definitely. They're not going to, like, end the gaming, but I think they might end the gaming if you can.
Yeah, they'll keep their Xbox Game Pass.
Really
they'll keep their Xbox Game Pass. I think that's
like their big
thing. That's what they've always wanted though. They wanted to keep their like they focused. They went way too hard on Game Pass like as a service, and now it's like Xbox is Game Pass now at this point.
Yeah, it is. It's been rebranded into like you get Game Pass, you got Xbox, you got Game Pass. Game Pass is Xbox, and Xbox is Game Pass.
Yeah. I can't. Oh god, what's her name? I feel like I'm showing disrespect because I can't remember her name.
It's not disrespectful to forget the names of people who are into AI.
Yeah. CEO of God.
I'm just saying.
Of Xbox. Let me just see if I can just remember her name. Ashi Sharma. That's her name. Cool. She's the replacement of Phil Spencer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yes. So that's that we talked about. Cool. Other bit of cool news now. Let's get on to some. Oh, actually, sorry. Circling back. Yeah, I want to circle back.
Did you hear about the recent shit? Like 2 days ago that happened.
No, what on Xbox? No,
our boys at NVIDIA.
Oh yeah, no, that is in my news brief. Yeah, it is. Yeah, NVIDIA. We can talk about that now if you want. So NVIDIA graphics chip.
Do you want to play as Temu Scarlett Johansson in Resident Evil Requiem?
Oh God.
Then here's a new. Everyone dislikes that. Everyone dislikes
it's the DLSS, isn't it? You're talking
DLSS
5.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a fucking it's a stupid shitty AI filter. It looks so fucking shit, man. Oh my god.
So for clarification to people who aren't in the know, NVIDIA announced their new DLSS, which is actually DLSS is what the Switch uses, by the way, Switch 2, to upscale games from 540p to 1080p, which is actually why Resident Evil Requiem looks so amazing on the Switch too. But this new DLSS is using AI generative AI to
it looks like
to change. I want to say this is really bad because it changes artistic vision. It doesn't enhance it.
Bad. This is generative AI in general. Yeah, it's a fucking scorn on the face of the fucking earth because it's just deleting art. And it's like look at that image of Grace from Aria. It just looks like a fucking budget Walmart Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, like people painstakingly made these 3D models. The game looks fucking incredible. I streamed that game last night and it looks great. Yeah. There's so much fucking love and care put into everything.
I will say the memes are absolutely hilarious.
Over people's art. Everyone, yeah. If anything, like the only good thing about AI is that it brings people together to hate on it because it's a load of fucking bollocks and it's a fucking threat to art in general. It's like people put so much soul and effort into these things, and you got this fucking stupid thing that goes, yeah, okay, if it makes things easier. No, it's deleting jobs. It's deleting livelihoods. Why are we okay with this fucking?
We're not okay. As you can see, a lot of people are not okay with it.
It's like a fucking rag on someone's fucking. Wait, calm down. I'm gonna say some bad words I can't say on YouTube. Fucking hell! So I'm crashing out a little bit because this is.
Yeah, the DLSS stuff is really bad.
So
I have to say, like, but the memes.
Not a future I accept.
The memes are hilarious.
I can't accept this.
It's like
the memes are hilarious, but I'm angry right now. I can't accept this fucking future, dude. This is driving me up the wall.
I don't think a lot of people can accept it. You saw the backlash.
Why are people okay with this?
They're not okay with it.
I see one person that's okay, and I'm like, even if it is rage bait, it's working because it's not even funny to say this.
It is a threat to the games industry. It really is. Like
it's horrifying. It's so fucking scary, man. Why are people okay with this? It looks like a fucking
it just defeats like the purpose of people's like hard work, like all the lighting, all of the shadows, like everything has artistic vision, and then you throw on this filter and it's like, I can make that better.
Exactly. It takes fucking years to do this shit. Painstaking work, and this thing just shits all over it.
Yeah.
It's so upsetting. I'm getting so angry just fucking thinking about fuck Gen AI.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But you know what else is not good though? Do you know what else is not good? Another thing that Sony's doing, I don't know if you heard about this. This is bad. This is about the economy. Sony is testing dynamic pricing.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Which, okay, right now, dynamic pricing doesn't seem so bad in what they're testing it right now. They're testing it in decreased pricing. So for people who don't know what dynamic pricing is, it's when, say, me and Joe are both looking at the PlayStation store, right? And say I don't have an interest in an action game or whatever. This is how I think of it, right? You don't have an interest in an action game, so the price of that game is cheaper for you than it would be for Joe, because he's got interest in that. So they're like, oh, we can make this more expensive. This is how I see the future. We can make that thing more expensive for you, but less expensive for me. But right now they said they're only testing it on decreasing pricing. So not upscaling it. But I still think that has dangerous implications, because why should it be more cheaper for me than it is for you, you know? Like, it's like,
it's got oppression written all over it.
Yeah, this is why I'm scared of the physical going away, because when companies can start doing shit like this, it's like, oh. So like, say I just see a future where it's like, oh, Joe loves the Yakuza series, he wants like the next game, we're gonna charge him like 10% extra because he really loves that, and like this person doesn't like the Yakuza series, so They just get it for a standard price. Like,
did we learn nothing from The Matrix and Blade Runner?
It's scary. Dynamic pricing is really scary. I don't see it as consumer friendly. I actually think it's anti-consumer.
It's the most anti-consumer thing I've ever heard in a very, very long time, especially with things to do with video games being expensive as they already are. This is literally, how could they have made it worse? It really feels like they're jumping through hoops to actively make it worse.
Now, I just want to clarify that right now they are just testing it with decreases, but you know that they're thinking of increases.
Absolutely, it would be silly to not think that. There's greedy fucking companies that just want the graphs to go higher.
Yeah.
We're really getting there, man. This is a scary fucking future.
It is.
It's hard to be optimistic because just for tactics alone, just the fact that they're researching these things, because, you know, humanity is a thing, and when humanity gets these things in their hands, you just know they're gonna abuse it. That's just how we be as a species. It's gonna happen.
I'm hoping that it's a massive failed test and people don't buy into it, because that would kind of suck. Like, I don't want that to be like, oh, then suddenly Nintendo follows suit and be like, oh, dynamic pricing, we like that.
Oh, I would not be surprised if they followed suit.
No, I feel like all the companies would though. It's like these online stores will follow it almost. Like, it's one thing to have sales, right? I like sales because sales are for everyone. But when it's a sale specifically built for one person, it's like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like, that's not good.
No.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't.
Just get a PC.
Yeah.
And fucking.
Yeah, but you know, Steam could like eventually like follow into that.
Absolutely. But Steam's got way more longevity than that. You know,
I would hope, but you know, like, if this dynamic pricing shit takes off, like, I don't like it. I
know, but for now, Gabe Newell is just sitting in his yacht with his family and doing absolutely nothing, and while all these other companies are just shooting themselves in the fucking foot. So stay winning, whoever you are, Gabe.
Are you?
Whoever the fuck you are.
So
this fucking figure in the shadows who's just doing his thing, while all these other companies are just sabotaging themselves.
So
it's really funny to think about.
I've got 3 more pieces of news that I've got to cover. Yoko Taro is working on an Evangelion series, an Evangelion series, which is
I'm down. Honestly,
honestly, Yoko Taro and Evangelion seem like a perfect match. Like, I'm scared, but also, what's his name? Kanabe? Is it Kanabe? The guy who did the Nier music is making the music for this. Yeah. Okabe.
Yeah, he's in it as well.
Oh man, what a team. Oh, I honestly cannot wait for this. Like, I have no idea what it's going to be about. If it's like just going to be a reboot or like how do they continue it. But
it's a lot of reboots.
There's a lot of reboots already in Evangelion anyway. So
I've only watched the main series.
I've never seen the movies.
You've not seen End of Eva?
No, I've seen the movie, that one, but I've not seen after that, like the actual after. There's like a sequel series, but it's not really a sequel series. It's like a reboot, but it's a sequel.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. I'm a vanilla Eva fan like you.
Yeah, I need to watch
like
the film, like the films, the new ones, 3.1 and 2. What they're called numbers as well, so that's very near already. So it's like, what, you know,
it's a bit of a no-brainer, really.
Yeah. That's cool though. I'm really happy for him that he's got a cool project like that. That's it makes me really excited to see what he does with that. God, I really did like the Nier anime. I thought that was really good.
Can't wait to hear 2B call Shinji disgusting Sylvester.
You know he's gonna throw some sort of reference into like his games in there. I bet he has a wink and a nod to it.
The next Eva's gonna have it's gonna be re-caked up. It's gonna have a massive ass.
Okay, and now this one, I have one more cool bit of video game news that I'm excited for. Did you ever play the Alice games?
Yes, in fact, I streamed Alice Madness Returns about 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so American McGee, as you know, has been...
Mr. American McGee.
He's been trying to get Alice Free off the ground, like, because you know EA have the rights to Alice, right? They have the rights to his universe, Alice. He's been trying to get Alice Free off the ground. He pitched it 2 times and it didn't go through. Like, they just said no, flat out. So now, American McGee is like... he moved away from games. He said, I'm done. Like he's finished like with the game stuff, right? He started a plushie business called Plushie Dreadful.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Have you seen those plushies?
Yeah, they're cute. They're really cute, and they remind me of Alice. But thanks to the plushie business doing so well and having so much of a like following.
Anxiety Rabbit, my beloved. Have you fucking seen them? Have you seen, like, they're honestly, like, they're such a hilarious but also cute concept. They're literally for people who like these are my kind of toys that I need. Autism Spectrum Rabbit, there's Anxiety Rabbit, Love Rabbit, Gender Dysphoria Rabbit, Borderline Personality Disorder Rabbit,
I know that
ADHD Rabbit, that's for you, Ben. PTSD Bunny, and I'm not gonna lie, why the fuck not? They're honestly they're kind of radical designs.
They are.
Migraine Rabbit, where you at? Where my migraine people at?
So
Dissociation Rabbit.
So. Yeah, so moving on, the Plushie Dreadfuls, right? They did so well that people were like, these could be like this could be like a way to like get Alice Free or whatever. Because what he's done is he's making a spiritual successor to his Alice story. It does continue Alice, but not not in a legal way, you know, like a spiritual successor kind of way, where he's gonna be. It's not gonna be. It's a boy, I think. But in the Plushie Dreadful universe that he's created.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know about you, but I'm down.
Yeah, this sounds really exciting. So basically, he's basically said, well, I can make Alice Free by doing it without being called Alice Free and not actually having Alice, like starting a whole spiritual successor series that I own. So I'm really excited for this. I think this is going to be great. Like he's been showing, I don't know if you've been following his Twitter, but he's basically been showing like concept art and stuff, and it looks really cool.
All the old stuff that was going to be for Alice Free, right?
No, it's new stuff. It's like new stuff for this Plushie Dreadful thing. Like, it's really cool, and like he's got like loads of stuff. That's really exciting. I really hope he gets that off the ground. Like he seems to be really like passionate about it. So
I'd be so down for a Plushie Dreadful game, honestly.
Yeah, this is what it's I don't know the like whole gist of it, but yeah, it sounds really exciting. I'm really excited for that. And now
the Sleep Paralysis Rabbit is out of stock, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you want a rabbit if you want a rabbit that has literally been eaten by a tinier black rabbit, then I'm sorry to say it's not available. These designs are neat as well.
They are really cool, yeah. So here's the big piece of news that happened yesterday. Joe, Nintendo got an update yesterday. It was shadow dropped, basically. No one expected an update this fucking massive, like, just out on thin air.
Okay, I played my Switch 2 yesterday. I didn't notice anything.
Okay, well, Joe, you know your Switch 1 games, right? This is the big one, right? You know your Switch 1 games, when you play them in handheld mode on the Switch 2, they look pretty blurry because they're like, some of them look really bad because they're they're not great. It's 720p and the Switch 2 is 1080p, so when you
it's always a downgrade when you dock
so
stuff.
Nintendo just released an update that fixes nearly every single Switch 1 game possible by this new feature called Boost Mode. You go into your settings and you turn on Boost Mode, and if you're playing in handheld mode on your Switch, and you're playing a Switch 1 game on your Switch 2, and you turn on Boost Mode, it will allow the Switch to play that game at 1080p like it's docked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
cool.
very, like, loads of people have, like, been showing, like, comparisons and stuff.
It's free as well.
Yeah, it's free. You can just, you can go into the settings right now if you want. If you've got your Switch on you can just turn it on. Like, I've done it.
Okay.
But yeah, this boost mode just came out of nowhere, and it's like, wow. So not only did they go back and make sure all the games are compatible on the Switch, they were like, let's make them so they look even better on the Switch too.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's some good comparisons like online. You can see of people like showing what it looks like with boost on and off, and it's like nice.
What about the whole paying 10 quid to upgrade your Switch?
No, that's still that. I mean, okay, so that still applies if it's like a full-on like obviously getting to 60 frames per second or something like that. Like that's still there for that, but this is like graphical fidelity, like making it not look blurry anymore and stuff. So it's like, yeah. So you can just turn on boost mode for free. You don't need to pay for this. This is like built into the system now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And also they went and did something else in this update. I don't use it, but apparently the the chat, the Nintendo voice chat has now gotten better with its if you're streaming a game, it's no longer, well, it's still choppy, but it's not running like rubbish anymore.
Dog shit.
Yeah, it's not running like dog shit anymore. So they fixed that as well. So yeah, massive update, honestly. And also you can now add notes to your friends if you want to, like they can't see the notes. It's just like a tag that you can put underneath that person. So yeah, you can literally do that, and like that will just be like their tag underneath them, so you know who they are, sort of thing. Like, yeah, it's funny.
That's neat. I guess.
It's just a little feature. But yeah, no, what an update though! Like just out of nowhere, they're just like, you know what? Switch 1 games can run better on here, so let's just make it so they look amazing as well. Like, what the fuck?
All right.
Really good update that is.
Yeah, well, it's always good when we get quality of life stuff, as they should do, because, you know, that's what you want to do when you're a video game company and you've got these services.
But that is like a massive win for backwards compatibility, though. It's like, it does make you feel like you could just get rid of your Switch 1 now, because now you've got like kind of no reason to keep it around, because all your Switch 1 games can run on your Switch 2 and better now.
Okay.
So if you ever want to sell it,
as long as you don't give a shit about frames per second, then yeah, definitely.
Oh no, I mean, like, it will still run like the Switch 1 frames. Like, it doesn't affect your frames on that. I meant like it just doesn't boost it up to 60 unless it's like a big upgrade.
It's just not really an incentive to get the quote-unquote upgrade that you pay for a Switch game, right? If they're already making it look decent as it is when it's handheld.
I mean, yeah, but if it's like gonna add new content and stuff, then I suppose there is.
Oh yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'm just like, okay, well, there might be less sales for their upgrades, and honestly, I wouldn't complain about that because it was bollocks in the first place.
I mean, stuff like, I mean, I like it when it's like DLC.
It's just for handheld. I don't know if it applies the same for when it's.
Oh no, this is just for boost mode in handheld. Just, like if you're playing in handheld, you can't. Well, I mean, you're already upscaling on the TV if you're putting it into the dock, so it doesn't matter. But it's like if you wanted to play it on handheld, like really good graphics, and yeah, it works better that way. It like helps the graphical facility.
Yeah, no, nice to have handheld to be.
It basically upgrades it to 1080p. Most of them.
That's neat. That's neat.
Yeah. That's pretty much all my news, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you so much for watching the news. When we return, we will be back with part 2.
Happier news. Let's go.